We're back. CH Saturday with my guys, Joe Jr. and John Sereno. CH Insurance, always in your corner every day, every way. Don't forget about the cybersecurity. Bundle your home and auto like I did about a month ago. Get involved today. 5 stars across the board. I know that because it says it and the hat says it. I'd mention it. If it was 10-star, we'd check that. CH Insurance, in your corner every day, every way. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning, Michael.
Morning, Mikey. I loved your trombone. I mean, can you play at a CH function this year?
Maybe. We'll have to see. If you guys come up with a little theme song, we can do that. But John, I'll turn it to you.
Boy, let me tell you, the only thing if your brackets look like maybe or if your insurance policy looks like your NCAA bracket, please give us a call. There's a bunch of holes in there. Let us patch it up. Let us review it. Let us make some recommendations to get you, some better coverages or to strengthen your policy so that you're protected and not get these just wild losses and.
Well, Jen, we don't want them to get upset, right?
We do not want our clients to get upset or our future prospects to get upset. Correct.
Right. So the CH bracket, there's never any upsets, Mike, because we take care of them 24/7, whether you're a business or a personal or group benefit client.
Yeah, no doubt. And obviously for you guys, it's been a busy week like it always is. And if you want to just expand on that a little bit, John, and then we'll get into some of the bracket stuff and certainly great things going on the Hill with SU Sports, which will recap a few things in closing here today.
Yeah, this week's been a busy week. Certainly people are still looking at their policies. Rates are not getting any better. Insurance carriers are still feeling some pain and grabbing a little rates. Either grabbing rate and oftentimes what happens in order to save a couple dollars, people tend to reduce coverages or increase deductibles. Sometimes it just doesn't make sense to do that. You gotta talk to your agents and see what if there's any other options, or better yet, contact Joe Jr. or I. And have us review your policy and make some recommendations.
Yeah. One situation, Mike, we had someone we dealt with this week, was paying close to $90,000 for general liability. Used the same agent for 10 years in a kind of like a national program, but babysat locally, had an outlet. We had a situation, made a call to a carrier, and they're coming in at 68,000. So, make a call. You never know. And it was a tougher exposure, but you just got to ask around and make sure you're comfortable with what you're dealing with, because there are other options out there.
Yeah, right. That sounds great.
And just one other add to that is, sometimes what happens is, you've been with an agent, and we've mentioned this in the past, you've been with an agent for so many years that you just let your policy renew and renew and renew. And there's an inflation clause in your policy, and it just goes up 3%, 3%, 3% year over year over year. It's time to shop your insurance if you haven't done so.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Great advice there, chinsurance.cc. Joe, if you remember some weeks back, you had your dog on the screen, and I think you just missed it. So I got to try it again, but it's a little bit of a heavier thing for me.
Oh, there he, cutie.
He's pretty calm right now. It took me till 9 o'clock last night to get this dude settled down. There's 5-6 deer in the backyard. I'm trying to watch the games. I got the back and forth games on the big screen. I got my phone with the other one. I flip around. Once a blowout happens, I ditch that one. I go to another one. I'm all over the place. TBS, True TV, TNT, CBS, NHL Network, because we're coming to the end of the regular season, and he's barking at these deer. I got nowhere to go, man. So finally, at 9 o'clock in the life of Mike Lindsley, I settle him down with a little cheese in the bone, and away we go. Speaking of the bracket, I don't know. Mine's not great. Mine's not awful. I'm somewhere in the middle, but I already have a Final Four team out because I picked Kentucky The ultimate, the ultimate risk reward team in the tournament. If the reward is up top, if they score, they're focused. Again, I know these are all real chances here. The scoring, they're going to do, but the focus, the turnovers, the Calipari mold, right? Roll it out, NBA, right? Street ball. But if they're focused and they don't turn it over and they score 90-something points, they can win the whole thing. That's the reward. The risk, what you saw against Oakland, that was brutal. So they're out, and we have a couple of upsets that have happened. But again, I use that word really lightly in the NCAA tournament, because Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is more about the Cinderella. It's more about, I have to tell people this every year, you got to pay attention more to the regular season, because there's not that much of a difference between Yale and Auburn and New Mexico. And now Clemson looked good, but a New Mexico and a Clemson, or a Duquesne Dayton in my conference, and, mid to upper level ACC teams. I mean, there's not that much of a difference now, unless you get a dominant single season. Kentucky 11-12, UConn in 2003-4, 4-5 Carolina, 08-09 Carolina. Unless you get one of those kind of teams, there's a lot of this, guys, until the chalk walks until the Final Four. That's just the bottom line. And then even then, we've been getting Butler, VCU, Loyola, etc. That's just why I got to say that, because people don't get it, because they just flip on the games this time of year and they haven't watched. They don't pay attention to mid-majors and all these great other conferences besides Power 5 and Power 6, if you include the Big East.
Yeah, to your point, it wasn't an upset, but who did New Mexico play last night?
Well, they played Clemson.
Clemson. Okay, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So if you did your to your point, if you did your homework, New Mexico, they're not that strong of a team.
Well, they were hot, though. People loved them because they were hot. Everybody picks the hot team. Clemson is coming in, falling down, and that's the other part. I'll let you finish, but that's important that you brought that up, because you don't know, right? If a team comes in hot, are they going to continue, or are they going to fall? If they come in, did they fix something in practice and then they get hot again? Either one can happen, and that's the beauty of a one-game playoff. Remember, it's not a 7-game series where I'm down 0-2 and I throw my third pitcher out there in a 7-gamer, and all of a sudden we pitch a gem and we get back in the series. It ain't like that. This is like the NFL playoffs. This is arguably the toughest thing to win in sports, because it's win today, move on, lose today, go home.
Right. No, you're 100% right.
That's why it's the best tournament around, baby.
But
know what else was great? Seeing coaches, Steve Alford at Nevada, Rick Pitino Jr. I'm like, I thought he was out of coaching.
Yeah.
No, he's been coaching for a while. But John, finish your point on New Mexico Clemson, because I want to hear that.
No, they were just. I was listening to someone. Yesterday. New Mexico, they had some really bad losses at home. They limped into this tournament.
Yeah.
And Clemson, they haven't been playing that great, basketball. But to your point, you only got to win one game, and you take it one at a time. But a hot team that continues to rock and roll, and I know they're in the ACC, but you gotta love them. They're playing with a lot of heart. NC State. Wow.
Yeah,
I got him in the Final Four, guys. I don't blame you. Bracket
unbelievable.
Yeah,
the will to not lose.
Yeah, it's a good pick. I mean, again, why not? Those are the two words. Why not? And they won 5 in 5 days, and people are, well, I might not take them because they're tired, but the adrenaline takes over, man. Do you remember Napier? Do you remember Walker with UConn when they did it not once but twice? That can happen for sure. And again, the analogy, if you play golf, the analogy is this. You can practice in 1,000, 2,000 putts for the whole week, but can you make that 1 4-footer when it matters on Sunday at the Masters?
I don't know, Junior. Can you, Junior?
Well, you saw my putting, Johnny. You saw my putting.
I'm gonna lip out more times than not, like Wyndham Clark at the Players. That was
Wyndham.
All right, real quick. We got about a minute or two left. Hot as hot can be. Gary Gate, the Cuse, they're back in men's lacrosse. Beat Hopkins, beat Duke, and good luck to the SU women today. Arizona in the NCAA bracket. Coach Jack, DeAsia Fair, they're finally on the big stage. They deserve all the limelight and all that. So I know that makes you guys really happy as well. Yeah,
I mean, I wish the women much success in the tournament and certainly tonight. But yeah, the lacrosse game, I was able to watch that. That was just a great game. when any Syracuse athletic can beat the Duke Blue Devils, it always is a good feeling.
Time to celebrate. Yeah, we just, we got to root for the Lady Orange. I mean, hopefully they get a lot of credit. They're playing today, 3:30. So let's go Orange. At least we got one team in, but it's great to have
Right.
Cuse back on the national stage. So loving it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Any final 30 to 45-second insurance chats here, guys? The social platforms, the website, the whole thing, and ask those right questions. Anything you want to top on there, John?
No, I just want to, like I said, just want to really press the point, make the point is, don't just look at your policies, okay? Just have them reviewed either by your current agent or by another agency. Have them reviewed and get another price. You can't let it sit. You can't let it sit year over year over year.
No doubt. Well, CH Insurance is a proud ML Sports Platter sponsor. Go see them at chinsurance.cc in the community, doing some awesome stuff. Those videos on social media. We got to keep these two guys healthy, though. We don't want them to pull anything. No hammies, no backs, no shoulders. All the boxing, all the hockey, all the golf are out there. Not 22 years old anymore, but they're looking good. They're looking good out there. Now they're sliding into bases again because baseball's coming back. Unbelievable here, guys.
Little sore, Michael, but
got to take it easy. Joe gets up at 6 o'clock and gets the heat on him. We know that. Joe Jr., John Sereno, CH Insurance, always in your corner every day, every way. Look at your policy, bundle your home and auto while you're at it as well. Guys, thanks so much.
Thank you, Michael. Have a great weekend.